Wayway Games here. This is my most recent game pickups, and I got a bunch of cool computer stuff as well that I'd like to show. I still got more to show off on the main collection, but I figured I'd switch it up a bit by what I've picked up recently. We'll start with the stack of games. So I've been after a lot of computer stuff because I've got some projects that I'll go over. This one was neat. Need for Speed High Stakes for the computer. The reason I picked it up is because it's a Scholastic Club and Fairs game. I remember seeing video games and computer games and stuff at the Scholastic Book Fairs as a kid, and it was like one of my favorite things was to check out the games and stuff. So it's funny that I picked one of these up at the thrift store. Next thrift store find is the original Diablo, just in the jewel case. I think I paid $1 for it. I wanted to throw it on my Windows 98 machine and get that going. Of course, it is a Windows 95 era game, but still, Windows 98 is fine for that kind of stuff. Here's more of my XP stuff that I've picked up. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It also comes, it's the Game of the Year edition. It also comes with the original Castle Wolfenstein. Got that for $4. Next up, and I've been after this for a long time, and I didn't want to buy it on eBay. I don't want to buy any PC games on eBay. They're a little too expensive because the boxes are a bit bulky, but awkward to ship. It was Diablo 2. I've been after this for a long time, so I was pumped to find it complete in box at a Value Village there. Paid $5 for it. I'm super excited to get this loaded up and play through that again. I've actually never beaten it. I always remember getting to the second act in the desert and it being too hard when I was a kid, so that's definitely something I want to crack through. Picked up Dawn of War Gold Edition. It comes with Dawn of War and Winter Assault with the Imperial Guard there. I loved the original Dawn of War. I spent a lot of hours playing that as a kid. I don't know if I was a kid, young teen. And I love Warhammer in general. I just don't have time to play or collect the minis. So I was happy to find that. I already got that installed on the e-machines. Well, there they all go on the floor. Okay. Next up is Call of Duty, the first one. I got $5 off of a Facebook Marketplace. I definitely love the earlier Call of Duties more than the more recent ones. I don't hate on the new ones or anything, but I definitely have a softer spot for these older titles. So I was excited to pick that one up. I'm going to try and make more room so I don't throw all things on the floor. This is a bit of a sad tale. Battlefield 1942, the complete collection. Now, I had this when I was a kid, and then my mom had thrown out all my PC games, and she had asked me if she wanted them, and I said no. I regret that now, of course, now that I collect them. This comes with Battlefield 1942, Road to Rome, and The Secret Weapons of World War II. And it's supposed to come with Battlefield Vietnam, but like an idiot, I didn't check it had all its discs. So that's a rookie mistake, and they even had it in the case, and I paid $15 for it, which is unfortunate. No Vietnam in here, so that's heartbreaking. But a cool collection, and I wanted to get it back since it got thrown out. So, I mean, I'll just pick up Vietnam on eBay for a couple bucks. Alright, that's out of the PC stuff that I've picked up. Now to the Xbox 360. I got all these for a couple bucks a piece at a pawn shop. It's a great thing about the 360 is it's pretty darn cheap to collect for. Okay, start off with, I was just finishing off some series that I had loan games in. That was my main goal, so a lot of these are like staple titles. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect. Gears of War. I only had, I think, Gears of War 2 before, so I picked those up. Played a lot of Gears back in the day. I've never played Gears of War Judgment, so just for completion's sake, I picked that up. And then Gears of War 3. Got that as well, just to have all the Gears games for the 360. This was one of my favorite games when it came out, and it's an absolute masterpiece of a game. It's very meta. Eat Lead: The Return of Matt Hazard, voiced by Will Arnett. If you've never played this game, you really got it. The gameplay's not fantastic or anything. It's pretty generic. But the in-game jokes and joking about the video game industry in general is just super on point with this one. Matt is like an actor that's in a bunch of video games, and he's like, kind of coming out of retirement to go back into being a hero of video games, and everything goes wrong, and there's a virus, and you get warped to all sorts of different eras, and there's zombies, cowboys, the Russians. You fight everything, and it's just fantastic. I really can't recommend this game enough. I'm missing one achievement on this game on the 360, and that's beating on the hardest difficulty, because I loved it so much I wanted 100% it, but never did the final playthrough. But it's so good. Definitely pick that up if you ever see it. Okay, another classic in my opinion, Dark Sector. I've beaten this game maybe 3 times. Again, it's kind of on the generic side, but it really has a cool story, and your power-ups are really cool, and the glaive is really neat. I just love the character designs, like the metallic virus that's taken over people. I highly recommend this one. It's always a cheap game, $4 or $5 everywhere you look. Dark Sector is definitely worth a playthrough. I recommend it. And then again, just to finish out the collection, BioShock Infinite. I never did beat this one. I bought it when it came out, got pretty darn far, and then I just never finished it off. BioShock 2, I didn't have any of the BioShocks on 360, so I grabbed all 3. It's kind of neat. You played as the, oh my god, you can tell how much of a fan I am. I can't remember what these guys are called. You play as one of them. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, the original BioShock. Super great. Good RPG, shooter elements, very System Shock-esque. Everyone knows the series. It's really good stuff. So, okay, I'm going to move all these out of the way and reset, and then we'll go over some other stuff I got. Alright, this was definitely the month of computer scores for me. I love retro computers. If you've seen my other videos, just reset these real quick. I've always wanted a beige battle station with the CRT and the speakers, the mouse, keyboard. I've wanted that for a long time, and a guy I've been buying computer parts off of, really nice old fella who used to repair computers in the 90s, has a ton of stuff, and I got some huge scores for retro computer stuff. So I'll include it in this pickup video. Start with these speakers. Harman, I don't know that brand name, but they sound great. I was just excited because they're beige. I got this NEC, what is that? AccuSync 75F. The monitor looks fantastic. It looks so good. I love the beige. It works really well. I've got another monitor off him as well that I'll go over. Let's jump to, this is probably the biggest find I had from this nice old fella. We'll just start with some cards that I got. I got this S3 Vision 964. It's a 1994 video card. I'm assuming it's a 1 megabyte. I haven't looked into it very much. Might be worth throwing in a DOS machine or a 95 computer. We'll see. You can upgrade the memory by filling in all these chipsets. Probably brings it up to 2 megs. That's my assumption. I don't know anything about this card. I haven't really looked into it because it's not in any builds I'm doing right now. Okay. Next up, this one is going into my Windows 98 computer. It's a Diamond Multimedia. Sorry. Oh my goodness. It's a 16 megabyte card, and it's a Stealth 3. Jesus, I could not remember that. It's a Stealth 3 S540, I believe. And I've got all the drivers on a disk ready to install, but I've been having huge hiccup with motherboards for my current PC build, so that's going in there, and it's going to pair with, this is the big find, if you're into retro computers at all, you'll know how cool this is. I have been after one of these cards, I didn't care which one, for a very long time at a reasonable price. I got it for $5. It is a 3DFX Voodoo 2 8 megabyte by Diamond Multimedia, the Diamond Monster 3D. Now what's cool about these cards is a lot of old PC games ran on glide mode, which just looked way better with the Voodoo stuff. And I can upgrade this to a 12 megabyte card by soldering in some chips here to expand that memory. I do have I did run a little repair business for video games and stuff. I've got all the soldering equipment. I just don't know if I want to go through all that work to upgrade it or what. And I want to take advantage of the SLI and get another card. The problem is the other cards are ridiculously expensive on eBay right now, and I just don't have the funds, and I don't want to spend $200 on an old 8 megabyte card. I just don't want to, even though SLI would be dope with a couple of these. But I was super happy to find this. It's like one of the holy grails for me. Just any of the 3DFX Voodoo cards, I would have been happy with one. The Voodoo 2, 3, the Banshees, whatever. I didn't care. I've always wanted one, and I finally got one at a ridiculously good price, and I couldn't be happier about that. That's my holy grail pickup out of all of these. And then I ordered this male to female VGA cable, because if you know about the Voodoo 2s, you have to hook that up to a card with 2D capabilities, because this just accelerates 3D graphics. That's all it does. So I got this to hook them up. It's not the official cord, but it'll work. Alright, let's move over to some other computer goodies I have snagged. I got this Dell Optiplex GX110. It's a Windows 98 machine. And it worked when this nice gentleman sold it to me. I think I paid $10 for this computer. But the power supply died almost immediately. It's in my trash can right now. So I've got parts coming so I can hook up a new power supply to it. But it's got some funny connectors on the power that you need a special adapter for. So that's coming in. I've left an Elite on the couch there. My kids are playing in here. I mean, let's be frank, the toy is mine, but they were playing with it. And then this is a really cool monitor. It's an IBM G40, and it's I think it looks like a 13-inch monitor, around there. It's pretty small, but it looks great, works perfectly, and you can adjust the screen positioning all down here on buttons, so there's no messing around in the software to try and get the screen size to fit perfectly, and I love that. I wish all computers had this. It works so great. I love this monitor, and I'm super happy to get it. Well, I've rambled on long enough about what I've picked up. This is over about 2 months. I don't do a ton of buying and collecting anymore. I just don't have the time. But I really appreciate your viewership. If you love old computer stuff, this is definitely will be more interesting video for you. I can't be happier that I got my Voodoo 2. I'm so excited to get that in a machine. I'm just waiting on some parts and get this bad boy running up, and I've got another computer I'm working on that's motherboard's no good. It's been a huge hassle. I might make a video on it. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching again, and yeah, if you love old computer stuff, let me know if you ever had a Voodoo card when you were playing games back in the day, or picked one up recently and like building old computer stuff. I want to hear about it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.